In this problem, we need to obtain the value of this particular expression provided 1 omega and omega square. These are the cube roots of unity. Now, before beginning, what we'll do, let me state two properties. Well, if 1 omega and omega square are cube roots of unity, then it follows that the sum of the roots must be equals to 0, and the product of the roots, which will become omega cube, that will be equals to 1. So we'll use this fact to find out the value. So let's begin. Now here in this particular expression, we have 1 plus omega multiplied to 1 plus omega squared and multiplied to 1 plus, here we have omega raised to the power of 4. Now omega raised to the power of 4, this can be also expressed as omega cubed times omega. Now omega cubed, that value is equals to 1. So omega raised to the power of 4 is equals to omega. So let's replace this omega raised to the power of 4 with omega. Now coming to the fourth one, which is 1 plus omega raised to the power of 8. So here we have omega raised to the power of 8. Omega raised to the power of 8 will become omega raised to the power of 6 multiplied to omega squared. Now omega 6 means we have omega cube raised to the power of 2 times omega squared. So thus omega cube becomes 1. So we have 1 squared times omega squared. So we can say that omega raised to the power of 8 is equivalent to omega squared. So we have omega squared here. Thus becomes now 1 plus omega squared multiplied to 1 plus omega squared whole squared. Now we will use this property, 1 plus omega squared equals to 0. The sum of the roots are 0, and we can rewrite our expression here. So we have 1 plus omega, so this becomes negative omega squared raised to the power of 2 times we have 1 plus omega squared, so this will become negative omega raised to the power of 2, which gives us, we have negative omega squared whole squared, so that's omega raised to the power of 4 multiplied to, we have omega squared, negative omega squared, so that becomes omega squared, which is equals to omega raised to the power of 6. And we know that omega raised to the power of 6 can be also expressed as omega cubed whole squared. Omega cubed, that value is equals to 1. So we have 1 squared, and our final result will be equals to 1. That means the value of this particular expression, if 1 omega and omega square are cube roots of unity, then its value will be equals to 1.